All right, sports fans, Marvin Four here with another Great American Survival, and in this week's video, we're talking yellowfin. This is the Vibe Yellowfin 120 sit-on-top recreational kayak with the rudder control system. Has foot-controlled rudder. Super excited. I've owned one of these a while back, but it did not have the rudder, did not have the hero seat. I'm super excited. So if you're looking at buying one of the coolest, most stable kayaks on the market, stick with us. I'll tell you all about it. This video is intended for all ages. All right, so I'm excited. This is the Vibe Yellowfin 120. Now this is an exceptional kayak, 12 feet long, 33 inches wide. I mean, just a great boat. Very, very stable. I have paddled several of these. I paddled one at iCast, which was probably 7 years ago, maybe 8. Great boat, great boat. So still a great option out there. 12 feet long, meaning it's going to track really well. Even without the rudder, you add the rudder and that thing's just gonna make those large bodies of water nothing. It's just gonna track super, super stable and just cruise, making it where if you're going across large bodies of water, it's gonna do it very easy. Let's talk about the boat itself. Let's start in the front and we'll work our way back. Up front first, you have a nice, you've got your screw in drain plug. Does come in handy. All kayaks are gonna end up with water inside of them. You've gotta be able to get it out. I'm glad they put it in the front, the rudder's in the rear. Putting it in the front makes it where you can just stand it up against something, a tree, your house, whatever it is, pull the plug, let all the water out, leave it like that. A lot of these kayaks, they're better off, like if this one has a hatch, I'll show you in a minute, you can just take the hatch off, leave it like that when it's off. If you store it in a rack outside or in your garage, just make sure you leave it where the excessive heat can cause some expansion. It won't hurt your boat. I've seen kayaks split at the seams, and we don't want that. Up front, super comfortable grab handle, really rugged, hard plastic. Next, we've got 4 gear tracks, flush mounted, making it where if you're going to be putting this on a roof of your kayak, it's not going to catch on anything. Up front, we've got a nice tank well. This right here does have scupper holes and scupper plugs. Scupper plugs are in this console over here we'll talk about in a minute. Just great. All this is all Scotty Mountain, Gear Track, Yak Attack. All those are going to work on these tracks, making it where you can run a fish finder, you can mount rod holders, you can do all kinds of cool stuff. But I like this because these come in really handy, especially if you're carrying something and you don't have a way of, you didn't bring a bungee to tie something down particularly. You just stretch this over it, put your lunch bag, making it directly out of the sun. Things like that, your jacket, a dry bag, whatever it might be, your cooler, or put a nice little section of yoga mat up here and carry your little 4-legged friend with you if that's what you want to do. Now, this kayak does weigh 66 pounds with just the kayak. You add in the seat and the rudder control and all the other accessories and you're up to 79 pounds. Yes, you can still mount this on your roof, put it up on your SUV or whatever it might be and still travel. Right up front, we've got multiple areas for storage, cup holders. I love storage little coves, making it where you can stick stuff. We've got sleeves up front right here for your rods, for your paddles, things like that. Whatever you're wanting to do with it. You've got recessed screw mounts, making it where you can mount a pedestal mount for like Yak Hobby and Scotty both make ones that screw right in there, making it where if you wanted to put a fish finder right here, perfect. But the biggest thing for me is these rudders. This is a foot-controlled rudder system, making it where you just pivot it down. Mine is locked in the up position, so I can't just adjust it. But we've got 1, 2, 4 scupper holes in the front, up here in the footwell. We've got 2, 4 more underneath the seat. Really nice. Another huge gear track on both sides, recessed, so it's not gonna get in your way. Next, we're gonna go right here. We've got ourselves a nice storage area. It has a pull-out bag inside of our scupper plugs. Very nicely done. Also does allow for access. So if you buy a set of lights and you wanna run the lights on the front of your boat or run them on the back, like navigation lights, very important, or just whatever you're looking at, you can take and run those wires that much easier when you have an access hole like this. Just very, very cool. Helps a lot. You have tracks here all the way back, making it where if you're shorter than me or taller than me, you can easily adjust the rudder control to where it's more your size. Now we have a super comfortable seat. This is their hero seat. Does not have a high and low position like a lot of kayaks, but it's more of a mid-range. It's not super high, it's not super low. Folds down. They do make this really cool platform that you can buy that screws on here, making it where if you want to sit on top of it and sit even higher, you can do that. I'll probably buy one, so if you're looking forward to that, I'll probably do that video in the near future. With the seat, you have a bungee here that's going to go through a little tie off right here on the front of the seat. And this is going to allow you to cinch that down and keep that seat from going anywhere. In the back, you have another one going up and over this bar, making it super stable. So if you do flip your kayak, you're not going to lose your seat. Most of these seats are between $100 and $200. They're expensive. Back here, this is under the seat. Great grooves, making it where all this water, see these channels? That's going to make all that water drain to these scupper holes. In this case, this one's going to drain up here. You've got storage areas, perfect for those. Probably a 3600, might be a 3700 series Plano box. Then you've got, if you put that down in there, you've got these little bungees that go over, lock it in place, so it's not gonna, you're not gonna lose it. Over here, we have our release for our rudder control, which I'll show you here in a minute. But this right here is something I thought was very, very nice. More than a few kayaks that are out there on the market do not have braces for their seat. So when you're over, say, like this one's rated for 400 pounds, but if you're over, say, 250, 300, 350, the weight of that will wear out these and cause stress cracks in a lot of kayaks. Not saying it's going to happen with this kayak, but just in general. This little brace right here is going to absorb a lot of that weight because this is where your butts goes. Your butt's going to go here. Also making it where there are options for riser kits that people make. A couple different companies make them where they just drop down in and your seat's going to sit on top of it down in here and it's going to go there. Very nicely done. I'm going to look into it, see if I can find somebody that makes one. Maybe I'll put one on here. Nice, deep tank well. Easily going to fit a milk crate or a small cooler. Not really sure about the cooler checks. Put a couple in here. Check them out, see how they do. 2 rear-facing rod holders. They're angled out, so if you're going to run a camera boom, this is going to allow you to kick your camera out and back. Making it that much easier for you to get that video, or if you're wanting to troll with a kayak like this, rudder control, you can paddle along and you can just troll with those out, you know, with your rods facing out and get what you want to do. Fish, have fun. But as you see back here, more gear tracks, making it more accessories to go back here. Little bungee area back here, more scupper holes, making it where it's gonna drain. Love the name all sunken down and done in this like it is. Looks awesome. Let's go back. Next, we're back here at the back of the boat. Another huge grab handle. Our rudder is spring loaded, so if you forget to get it from there, I would tie a piece of paracord on here with a loop, making it easier to grab from your seat, making it where all you've got to do is pull it, boom, deploys. When you're done, throw it up there, put it back in there. You can adjust your strings back here, which adjust your foot control, making it where you move your kayak, and I'll show you that just from this right here. Move, you know, you can control that with your pedals up front. Very, very nice. I don't own a single kayak other than a pedal drive kayak that has a rudder system. I'm super excited. We're planning a kayak trip tomorrow, and it's a long-winded one. It means we're going, I think we have a 2-mile stretch each way to go where we're going. We're super excited to try it out, but this thing's gonna do great. The options it has are incredible. The rudder is great. Very easy to set up. If you'd like me to, I can disassemble this, do another video showing you how to rig that up. I'm gonna flip it over, show you the bottom, and show you why it tracks so well. All right, so as I said, the bottom of this kayak is the big key to why this kayak is super stable and tracks so well. See that keel going the whole length of the boat? See how prominent it is? That's nice and flat. From here all the way to here, it's flat, almost like a razor's edge. Yes, it is a little wide, that's not what I mean, but it's flat. That is gonna allow this boat to track super, super stable across wide bodies of water. If it had more of an arc to it and was shorter, it would make it turn shorter, but this thing's not designed for that. All these little guides right here are all gonna make this thing just groove through the water. You can see the bottom of all those scupper holes. Look at all those things. That is how you get all that water out of your boat whenever you get it upside down or you're caught in the rain. You don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. This thing's exceptional. This is a one-piece polyethylene kayak. It's roto molded and just super well made. I like this thing. It is gonna be a lot of fun. All right, so as I said, this is an awesome kayak. I'm super excited to take this thing to the water. Tomorrow, I'm really gonna enjoy it. I'll post another video of that very soon. But guys, before I forget, get yourself a life jacket. Get yourself a PFD that's designed for fishing or for kayaking, whatever your recreational activity you want. But don't hit the water without one. If you don't have a PFD, don't go. It's that simple. It is that important. But I'll put links down below to Vibe and their other exciting kayaks. If you want something shorter, they've got shorter. If you want a pedal drive, they've got pedal drives. If you want something like a paddleboard, they got you covered, man. Vibe makes some kayaks. And if you work for Vibe and you want to reach out to us and send us a kayak, because we're just here in Georgia, we would love to do more video reviews of Vibe kayaks, but we've only had a few. So thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it the old thumbs up. And guys, make sure you're subscribing. It really helps our channel grow. And guys, God bless each and every one of you. We'll see you soon.